I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tommy Wiseau is a purveyor of bad, and he's so damn good at it. Tommy Wiseau's magnum opus, The Room, the endearing cult classic hailed as the best, worst movie ever made, turns 20. My, how time flies.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Yes, The Room turns 20 years old this week. Unless you're watching this next week, or like on Christmas, in which case, Merry Christmas, like and subscribe. The Room is a movie produced by, written by, and starring Tommy Wiseau. He also directed it. Or did he? There are claims from Sandy Sclair, who acted as script supervisor, that he actually handled a majority of the directorial duties because Wiseau, being the lead and all, was busy acting. The Disaster Artist, a memoir written about the production of the film by Greg Sestero, who played Mark, makes similar claims. Wiseau originally wrote The Room as a play, despite what the film adaptation of The Disaster Artist would have you believe. He then turned the play into a book, a 540-page book. What the fuck was in that book, Tommy? Why is it so long for? Tommy had trouble getting this absolute tome of a book published, obviously. So, out of frustration, he turned it into a movie. You know, as you do. No one is really sure where Tommy got the money to fund the movie, as he did it all out of pocket and refused to tell anyone where he got it. Tommy claims he made the money from importing leather jackets from Korea. Greg Sestero claims in his book that Tommy was already independently wealthy before production began. Others believe that the movie was part of a money laundering scheme for organized crime, and I mean, could be. God, please don't hurt me, Tommy. I know you have powers. A lot went on during filming. It was kind of a mess. You can read all about it in The Disaster Artist by Greg Sestero, or watch the movie starring James Franco. But pirate it. Don't give James Franco your money.
My God, this guy monster.
Tommy apparently inflated the budget multiple times because he kept firing and hiring people, building sets that didn't need to be built, buying film equipment when most productions would rent. Tommy also shot the movie with two different kinds of camera formats. One was HD and the other was 35mm. This required two crews to operate both cameras, but it didn't really matter because in the end, only the 35mm footage ended up being used in the final cut. My, how pissed I'm sure those editors were. Apparently, the original script was a lot longer than the one that got used. According to script supervisor Sandy Sclair, the script was full of lengthy monologues and incomprehensible, unsayable lines. And if you've watched The Room, then you know that's saying something. I feel like a lot of people already know this, but I also feel like a lot of people don't. Apparently, Tommy wanted to write in a subplot where it was revealed that his character Johnny was a vampire whose Mercedes-Benz would fly off the roof of his apartment over the San Francisco skyline. You know, like vampires do.
Also, maybe Johnny is vampire. We'll see.
The movie was shot on a soundstage in LA, which makes sense. That's where movies live, with some second unit business happening in San Francisco. One thing though, the movie took 4 months to shoot, and for a relatively simple drama, that seems like a while. Oh, and also, all the green screen. Just so much green screen. The San Francisco skyline, green screen. Why? I don't know. I do not know. Tommy, you are a mysterious madman, and I will never understand your ways. And I think I prefer it that way.
What?
Tommy sent the film to Paramount Pictures in the hopes that they would distribute it. They said no, obviously. in 24 hours. How sad is that? But boy, oh boy, did they miss out. Could you imagine seeing The Room, the series, on Paramount Plus, right between Tulsa King and Rise of the Pink Ladies? Tommy's only means of promotion for the movie was a billboard on Highland Avenue in Hollywood, California that was just a picture of his crazy face mid-blink and his phone number. Genius. Just genius marketing. The Room premiered on June 27th, 2003. According to Scott Foundas from Variety, most audience members would walk out within the first 30 minutes asking for their money back, while others would laugh at the movie that Tommy Wiseau intended to be a drama on the level of Tennessee Williams. Yeah, and I'm Timothy Chalamet. We all have dreams, Tommy.
Oh, I fucking love fingerling potatoes.
IFC.com described Tommy Wiseau's performance as like Borat, doing an impression of Christopher Walken playing a mental patient. And I mean, fair assessment. The Guardian described the film itself as a mix of Tennessee Williams, Ed Wood, and R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet. And that description is just... it's so apt. While the movie was panned by critics and audiences alike when it was first unleashed upon the world, it began to see a second life on the midnight movie circuit. This is mostly thanks to 5-second films' Michael Roselette, who treated the movie like his own Mystery Science Theater bit, encouraging his friends to do the same, so they could crack jokes about the film together. This would lead to audiences throwing spoons at the screen, because picture frames in the movie had pictures of spoons in them, and playing football like the characters. Not very well. It's okay, I'm bad at it too.
Mark, go. Go deep.
Gee, Peter, you're clumsy.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
The Room would also garner famous fans like Paul Rudd, Patton Oswalt, Tim and Eric, Seth Rogen, and Kristen Bell, to name a few. The Room would be played on Adult Swim as some sort of April Fool's Day bit. I'm not really sure what the joke was. And even still today, fans flock to midnight screenings where sometimes Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero will show up. This movie rivals, in my opinion, the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the amount of fan interaction. The Room is a bad movie, and that's what makes it great. Tommy Wiseau wanted to make this great drama full of passion and betrayal, but he did it so poorly that he inadvertently made a laugh-out-loud comedy with way too many lingering sex scenes. Seriously, Tommy, you could have cut them bitches in half and saved us all some time and awkward tension. Come on, it was weird.
I think you're aiming a little bit.
I aim when I aim, just do the scene.
Why is he having sex with her belly button? He knows where her vagina is, right?
The Room has a Fathom Events screening for its 20th anniversary. It's got a movie about the making of, based off the book about the making of, both called The Disaster Artist. It's got another book called Yes, I Directed the Room, written by none other than our pal Sandy Sclair. There's a documentary about The Room called Room Full of Spoons. There is, or was, a 16-bit Flash game. There's a live performance, and there's a remake starring none other than Better Call Saul's Bob Odenkirk as Johnny, and he plays it completely straight because of course he would. I love The Room. It's an anomaly. It's the definition of so bad it's good. And I love Tommy Wiseau for taking it all in stride, embracing what the movie has become, and continuing to be a million billion miles out of his goddamn mind.
Yeah, we rolling?
Tommy Joker tape 2, key.
The Room is 20. That's wild. How do you all feel about that? Boy, I can't wait for the sequel. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go watch The Room at some point this week because its 20th birthday is on Tuesday. And, you know, have some cake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm here every single Monday. Start your week off right with me. That's not a great sell for this channel. Anyway, my name is Travis, and this is Wonder Nerd. Remember, as always, nerds rule.
He betrayed you. You're not good. You're just a chicken. Chip, 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 chip.